this the end of DJI drones in the United States? Here is what the Chinese Communist Party Act means for you. This seems like a scary topic, so I thought I would make it a little spooky. Hope you enjoyed. Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably already know Congress just passed a major law targeting DJI drones. And if you own one or plan to own one, you need to know what's happening right now. The CCP Drone Act, Chinese Communist Party, could change how we buy and fly drones here in the United States. And today, I'm breaking it all down for you. We'll cover what this means for drone pilots, what's safe to buy, and how to navigate this new landscape. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video so you don't miss important updates like this one. Also, comment below with your thoughts. Do you think this is a fair law, or are they overreacting? Let's jump in. So, what exactly is the CCP Drone Act? This new law gives the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, the power to block certain drones, specifically those made by the Chinese and specifically by DJI, for being approved for use in the United States. Now, why is this happening? Congress claims that they're worried about national security. DJI, one of the biggest drone companies in the world, is partially owned by the Chinese government, about 6%. Lawmakers say that they fear this could mean that flight data, videos, or other sensitive information could be accessed by the Chinese government. Whether or not that's true, it's enough for our government to take action. And honestly, I think there are some fair points in here because the government actually uses drones for a lot of things, a lot of sensitive information. Power, different safety things, highway, byway, flyway. I don't know if a flyway is a thing. A lot of things that the government is using drones for, really that proprietary and sensitive information. Now, here's what you need to know. If you already own a DJI drone, like a Mavic or a Mini, you're in the clear for now. You can keep flying. You're grandfathered in. But if DJI releases new in the future, like the Mavic 4 or the Mini 5, these drones might not get approval from the FCC. That means that they can't legally be sold here or in the United States at all. And this is a big deal because the drones made by DJI are found everywhere. They're used by everyone for everything. A world without this type of could look very different. The whole drone landscape could look very different. And that definitely has some cons, but it may also have some pros. Stick with me, because in this next section, we're going to talk about how this directly impacts drone pilots like you and me. All right, so let's break down how this could affect you. Again, if you already have this type of drone, you're in the clear, you're good to go, but you just can't update to the newest drone coming out in the future. And in the United States, you wouldn't be able to legally buy them here, and really couldn't legally win from other places either. Now, imagine what this can do to drone pilots who rely on their DJI drones for work. Whether you are a state photographer using the drones for inspections or for mapping, and you really like this type of drone because they are affordable and they are reliable. They got a ton of cool features, and you've already figured out how to use them. This could make that a little bit harder and more expensive to do your job. For hobbyists, this can also be really frustrating. These are great drones for capturing cool shots and videos. If you've been waiting to upgrade, this law might get in the way of that. And what if you decide to buy this drone from another country and bring it in? That can be pretty risky. You could get busted, just like having illegal radio equipment. You could face fines or even legal trouble. It's a risk. This law is still new, and we don't have all the answers yet. But one thing is very clear: this is going to shake up the industry in a big way. So, what's next for DJI and drone pilots? What happens next? Well, the CCP Drones Act has already passed Congress, and it's now sitting on the president's desk, or it will be. Now, there's no indication the Biden administration plans to block it, so it could go into effect really soon. And here's what I recommend you do right now. If you've been thinking about upgrading your drone, do it sooner rather than later. All the drones currently on the market and on the shelves have already been approved by the FCC, and they're good to go, so they can still be sold. But you got to do it sooner rather than later. Also, start exploring other drone brands. Great brands like Hotel and Skidio are already stepping up. They might become the new go-to options for drone pilots. Unfortunately for me, DJI is just as hard to say as Skidio, so I might be in trouble either way. And also, stay informed. Laws like this can change pretty quickly, so be sure that you're subscribed to this channel for updates. I'll be keeping an eye on this and sharing anything new. And here's the big picture. Congress says that this is about protecting American security. They're worried about data privacy and and potential risks with this type of drones. But for drone pilots, this feels like a major setback. DJI drones have been a huge part of this industry, and losing access to them can make things a lot harder, whether you are a professional drone pilot or even a hobbyist. And I want to hear from you. What do you think? Is this law valid or an overreaction? Let me know in your comments. I want to know your thoughts and also what you plan to do. All right, that's everything you need to know about the CCP Drones Act and how it's going to impact DJI and drone pilots like you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you stay updated on all the latest drone news, as well as different ways to grow your business. And leave a comment below. Let's get a conversation started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Fly safe out there. Don't let the Chinese steal your data.